What would you do if your new boss started recording everything at work? That's exactly what this caller was dealing with, and I give her a few tips to manage the situation. Please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel to hear me coach more live callers just like this one. Kelly, welcome to the show. How can I help you today?
Hi, thanks for having me on, Dr. Pollack.
No
I
problem.
have a quick question. So, I'm a yoga teacher, and the new owner of the studio recently took over a few months ago, and she's very nice, and so far things are mostly going well, but I found out that she's videotaping everything in the studio as well as audio recording.
So she's got like a live feed, or she's actually recording everything?
Both. It's a live feed that's also recorded.
Okay. And that's in the actual studio itself, everywhere in the studio?
It's in the studio as well as outside of the studio. The
Okay.
entire premise has video and audio recording being done.
Okay. And how's this sitting with you?
It just makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable. Not that I'm doing anything wrong. It almost feels like a lack of privacy. So I'm
Yeah.
not even sure if it's an issue that I bring up with her. I'm not sure if there's legal issues with it.
Yeah. Has anyone else said anything in front of you or to you about it, about being uncomfortable with it?
They didn't use the word uncomfortable, but they've definitely said they've changed how they speak in the space.
Right. Okay.
They're very conscious about like what types of things are said.
So they don't feel as free as they used to in the space.
Right. Yeah. Everyone's kind of like holding off a little bit.
I mean, and that's an issue, I think, especially in a yoga studio, right?
Yeah. Like you want to be able to talk to your participants freely, and you want to be able to talk to other instructors as well.
Yeah, so the new owner didn't say anything about it. She just kind of put up cameras and there was nothing said about it.
Right. There's nothing said. I found out through one of the managers.
You can't even see the cameras?
You can see the camera. And I always knew that there was like a video recording, but I never knew that there was also audio as well.
Now you're getting audio, yeah. Okay. Do you feel the need, or do you feel comfortable, like maybe even in a casual way, just going to her and asking, hey, I noticed there were some cameras and some like audio recording now. Just curious, what was the reason? Just curious, like what you're concerned about and why you're recording. Would that feel weird to say something like that?
I don't really like conflict.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
do you think it's an issue that should even be brought up, or am I overreacting?
I don't like to use the word overreacting because your experience, your feeling is important to at least explore. I would say that if it's affecting your or other workers or teachers' morale in the studio, it's worth bringing up probably. If it's affecting your customers or your students' feeling of, I don't know, safety or just feeling like they're a little, free to be themselves in some way, like if it's affecting that in some way and you're noticing that, it might be worth bringing up. She could potentially lose some teachers or she could lose some students as a result of it. But if no one seems to care, maybe it's just about reframing it in your mind and saying it's all fine. It's just probably for just legal concerns that she's doing it or something like that. But I think it's worth bringing up if you do feel like some morale is being shaken either among the teachers or the students. Is that the case, do you think?
Maybe I should talk to some of the other instructors and see how they feel.
Yeah, it might be a good idea to talk to a couple of them, privately and just say, hey, I've noticed this. I'm feeling a little weird about it. Not sure if I ought to be feeling that way or if it's okay. Are you used to this? Does this happen in other studios? Is this normal? Is this not normal? And just see what they think. And maybe there's a few of you and they say, if you all agree, like, hey, I'm feeling a little weird about this and it's not very normal for a yoga studio to be doing this, then maybe it's worth bringing up with her. Has she owned a studio before? Do you know?
No, this is her first studio.
Okay.
I understand. It's a lot of stress and it's new.
Yes, and so she might not be totally aligned with the normal culture of a yoga studio. It's kind of expected. So she might be doing things like you would do in like a retail store or something, and that's a little bit different of an energy. Certainly if other teachers are feeling the same thing. But even if not, if you continue to feel uneasy about it, it could be worth just having a casual conversation with her about it. Do you guys have a good relationship, you and the new owner?
I wouldn't say it's a bad relationship.
Okay. As things go along and you build some rapport with her, you get to know her a little bit better. Maybe there's an opportunity at some point, just in a casual way, to bring it up and just ask her if, if there was some, I mean, she might have like legitimate reasons. Maybe her attorney and buying the property said, hey, you need to do this for liability purposes or something. I mean, who knows what the reason is, but it might help you understand why they're there in some way. But yeah, I don't know. I would suggest that your idea of talking to other coworkers, other teachers first, getting a sense of how they might feel, doing that in a very private way. So you're not like doing it in a group and creating like a gossip or something, but doing that individually and just seeing how they feel about it and checking in with them and asking, hey, does this seem normal to you? I'm feeling a little weird about it, but maybe I shouldn't be. What do you think? And just having that conversation, that might give you more clarity as to what path to go down, whether it's reframing it in your mind and getting past it, or talking to the owner about it and seeing why those recording devices have been implemented.
All right. Thank you very much. That's fantastic advice.
Yeah, no problem. Well, thanks for coming on. Hopefully that helps, and good luck. I hope things work out with the new owner.
All right. Thanks again, Dr. Pollack.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for tuning into the Peace Building with Dr. Pollack show. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more workplace conflict advice. Share on social media if you think your friends and colleagues would benefit from this episode. And if you have a workplace conflict and want to be a caller on our show for free coaching and advice, please email podcast@pollackpeacebuilding.com. Thanks.